Welcome back to the Asylum.
I'm Kane.
And I'm JASEAN.
And we are the Arkham Inmates. And for today,
Like the
yes, today we have a
roll.
brand new video, and we are going to be doing a tier list video. Now, you've probably seen a bunch of tier list videos before, but we've never done one, so we are going to start. And this is going to be kind of a series where we just look at characters, rogues galleries, like just, you know, top 10 of what we like and what we grew up with. So we're going to be doing Spider-Man's villains. So we're going to be doing a tier list of all of Spider-Man's villains that we know. It's about 20 of them, and we're gonna basically go through them all, and we're gonna... Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. We're gonna go through all of them, and we're gonna figure out...
and you got fucking 20 characters on here.
We're gonna figure out who's the best of the best.
I gotta make money moves. I got investments to make.
Yeah, sure, buddy. Sure. And we're gonna figure out who's the worst of the worst.
You know what's going on with the economy right now?
Everything's terrible.
I'm trying to fucking
we don't
make us some money.
a dime off of these videos.
All we get is fucking
blocks. We want your money!
Go subscribe to our Patreon.
We will have a Patreon, yeah.
It's gonna $100 a month. It's not that bad.
$6,000 a month.
It's gonna be okay.
Pay both of our rents. But other than that, we are gonna get right into it and tier list these characters. Bah. All right, so starting it off with Carnage.
I go C.
Carnage, C tier. C for Carnage.
C for Carnage.
Carnage, I would say he's underutilized. He's very dope, but he is basically just a spawn-off Venom.
I go A.
A tier? I don't know.
He's a real threat to fucking Spidey, and he's fucking crazy. And he's like, I know he's a kind of a spin-off on Venom, but he's a fucking lunatic.
Yeah, Cassidy is a lot of fun as a villain. I don't know, A tier's really high. I'd probably put him B.
Alright, well,
you think B?
Put him on A.
Put him on A?
Yeah, put him on A.
Why?
Put him up there.
What you think he's more of a threat?
Put him up there. Put him up there.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, now drag him back down to B. I just wanted you to do what I said.
No, oh my god.
No.
We'll put him at A right now.
No, he's a B tier. He's a B tier.
You think he's B?
Okay. I can agree B. Yeah.
Doc Ock? Are we going? We going off of power or just like famousness? I love Doc Ock.
Let's go power and
overall, just how good of a character they are.
Yeah, because you also gotta think of how identifiable they are.
Yeah.
Because you know.
I would put Doc Ock in S.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, S tier. Like he's one of the most famous. Spider-Man villains. I mean, if you look at Spider-Man 2, like.
Electro.
God.
If we're putting
Electro?
Carnage as B, then. Because he's one of the centers of 6, you know what I mean? He's a lot more utilized than Carnage.
I would say that Carnage... So you want to drop Carnage down?
No, I don't want to put him at least A. If you don't want to go S, he's at least A.
But Electro's kind of like... Usually in the comics and everything else, he's kind of the idiot. They always make him...
Yeah, but we're also talking about how identifiable these characters are.
I would say B again. Because Carnage nowadays, everyone knows Carnage. Because, you know, the Venom movie, and then, like, just how big of a character he's become.
I know, but he's been known for a lot longer than Carnage. Like, I mean, I'm not, you know what I mean.
Alright, we'll do A. We'll do A for right now. We'll definitely switch these at some point. Yeah. We'll switch these at some point. Green Goblin's S.
Yeah, that's S.
Has to be S.
No question.
Here's the thing. I love Hobgoblin. He's my favorite Goblin, because he doesn't get a lot of love, but he's way more, like... Not psycho, but he's way more like, I want money, bank robbing, more of like the villain that cares about himself. And he was the first Goblin, but he was also voiced by Mark Hamill, and I love his laugh. Like, I grew up with him, and then I love Green Goblin too. I love both, but I wouldn't say he's not as iconic as Green Goblin.
Yeah, no. That's what I was about to say.
And he's also the first one to have pumpkin bombs. He's the reason that Green Goblin has pumpkin bombs.
I can go in.
I go in, yeah. I want him in S. I want him in S, but it's not fair. Hydro Man C. He's like...
Kingpin
he's
S.
What are you going so fast for? We gotta talk about these. Hydro Man's definitely C. He's very low tier. Yeah. Kingpin is... S. You say S?
He runs the criminal underworld. Fucking, he's one of... He's so big that Daredevil and Spider-Man share him as a villain.
Okay. I was thinking A.
No, dude.
Just for iconicness. Like,
no, it's not just iconicness. We also have to factor in what they fucking bring to the comics. You know what I mean? Like what you said with him, the pumpkin bombs. He's definitely S-class material for a villain.
Okay, fine. All right. Kingpin up there. Kraven the Hunter. In comics, he's a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
But in movies, Kraven. Like,
the movies, he's a fucking F. But you want to go B or higher? What do you want to do?
I feel like, Kraven the Hunter, I will say I don't read a lot of Kraven the Hunter book, like him as the villain.
But I know you like him.
I mean, I like him, but it's one of those things to where we have to think about iconicness. Like, now he's got a movie, but like, When I think Spider-Man villains, I don't think Kraven first off.
So you want to go B?
I'd go B. I think he's on par with Carnage. The Lizard?
A or S, one of the two. He's definitely not B material.
He's better than B, but I don't know about S. I think A fits well. Yeah, he's iconic. I think he was one of the first big villains in many things. They usually start the episodes with him.
And plus, it's one of Spider-Man's most like.
Dr. Kirk Connors, yeah, yes. The tragedy there.
So it's
he
like,
might be S.
That's why because he's also Sinister Six. He was part of Sinister Six at the time.
And he also, I mean, just him with Parker and him.
Their relationship and how.
Yeah. And I will say, The Amazing Spider-Man was a good movie. I didn't really like their Lizard.
Yeah, because there was no relationship between them.
Yeah, it was.
But I would prefer.
Would you want? Do you think S would be better?
Yes, but if you want to go A, I'm not going to argue. But I prefer.
Do you think he's on par with Doc Ock and Green Goblin?
I do, as in terms of iconicness and just like
the Lizard.
Yes, because you gotta think.
We'll do. We can switch these later on. Morbius.
I don't give a fuck about Morbius. I'm gonna be honest with you.
The Morbius the Living Vampire, I think in the shows he's better. I think in the comics he's a lot better.
Me personally, I'm not a vampire guy.
I would say a C.
I don't care about Blade and it's all that shit, so I don't really care.
Disrespect Blade. This is Morlan.
That's why he got fucking canceled. Did you see that?
Yeah. So Morlan or Morlan or Merlin or Morlan or something.
Like he's fucking a force to be reckoned with. He fucked Spider-Man up good. In this comic, he fucking had Peter on the phone, on a street phone, calling MJ or Aunt May, I think called MJ, and he was basically saying goodbye. He was fighting this dude for over 48 hours, and dude wasn't breaking a sweat. He just was coming after his ass. His main thing is he kills Spider-Mans across different universes.
That's his thing.
So he's like a fucking
but no one knows who that is.
Yeah. So I'm just saying we're gonna put him at B or C, but I just want to say we're talking in terms of strength. Powerful. I'm not saying he's not strong.
I'll say B. Because no one really knows him.
Nigga, I'd go C.
C, really?
Yeah. If I said who's this, a lot of motherfuckers would be like, I don't know. Or they would say Mephisto.
Right. Okay. Yeah. C. We'll see. Mysterio, I say A.
A. 100%.
Mysterio's maybe S. I love Mysterio, and I think Far From Home, even though it wasn't the best Spider-Man movie, I think Jake Jones. I think they.
If you want to put him on S, I won't argue with you. It's just I like Mysterio, but I'm not like oh my god Mysterio. But he's definitely identifiable. Where
very iconic.
If he's on S, I'm not mad at it. But A, I'm good with it.
We'll do a strong A. Yeah. Rhino. Very iconic, but honestly a dumb character. Like very simple. Like it's not like Juggernaut where he has lore and has shit. He's just Alexi, just a big dumb bank robber that got stuck with a rhino suit from a experimentation.
Yeah, I was almost gonna go S, but I want to go
S. Hell no.
Because
he's super iconic, but it's not.
Because whenever I think of the Sinister Six, I'm
right?
just automatically going S. But I want to go. Let's go. B.
I was thinking B.
Let's go B. Sandman.
Sandman's S. Right? Yep. Yeah. Sandman, I will say, is the most powerful villain he's got. One of them.
Or Electro or Sandman are big problems for him.
Yeah. Yeah. S would make sense. Scorpion.
B.
I would say C.
C? Really? You really?
I don't know. I just don't really fuck with Scorpion, and I think he's just the lamest. Like the only thing he has, like he has some fighting compatibility. Yeah. What the fuck is the word? Holy shit. Capability. But he just has the laser on his tail.
I'll go C. Like I'm not a big fan enough to strongly argue for him. So I would go B, but if you want C, I'll do a C.
Okay. Shocker.
He's got to be like
C.
Dude, no, B.
Here's the thing, he's iconic.
Shocker!
Get back here, Shocker!
That's like one of the most iconic things ever.
But he's such a lame villain.
I know, but we're also doing iconicness, and he's a Sinister Six member.
You can't keep just giving the Sinister Six everything.
But that's his main villain. I didn't. Electro's A, motherfucker. Scorpion's a C, Rhino's a B.
So what do you want to give Shocker? He's lame.
I said B. At least a B. Dude, what do you... It's Shocker.
Only because of the meme.
Alright, that's Dynamo.
Dynamo, C. I feel like he's a good character, but no one knows her. Yeah. I fucking love Tombstone. But personally, I think he's above Kingpin.
Yeah, I was about to say.
So I that's what I was thinking. I think Kingpin should be A.
No. I think both of them are S material. I think.
As a character, though, he's so underutilized. They always just do Kingpin. But if someone was like, "Do you know who Tombstone is?" They're not gonna know. That's another thing we gotta think of. They know Kingpin more than Tombstone.
But I just want to say, he's like a bit more personal. Well, no, I wouldn't say that because Kingpin went after
Yeah.
A. I think they're both.
A.
I think they're both.
A for Tombstone.
Okay.
I would love to put him in S, but it's just not. He's not that iconic yet.
Yep.
Venom has to be S.
Yep.
He's literally the anti-Spider-Man.
Yep.
So that's no question at all. Venom S. Vulture.
S-class material. 100%.
Oh yeah.
We can go C.
C. I was thinking B.
I don't.
I think he's. Not a lot of these characters.
He's an old ass man that no one gives a fuck about. He's
Get
like,
out of here, Tombs!
Is he like fucking 55 or something? It's like 50, 55. He's fucking.
I'm what you called me, a vulture. I said buzzard, you dumb broad.
I'd go C, but you do what you want. I'm not giving him fucking A, but if you want him at B, be my guess.
Oh, wow. So now we got our list. Let's figure out how this goes. So let's start with the C's. So out of all of these, I think the most notable would be Scorpion. Yep. So Scorpion would be first.
Then
maybe Morbius now?
Yeah.
Morbius.
Hydra Man.
I think this works. Yep. This fine. Okay, B. Carnage is good. Or do you want Carnage somewhere else?
I would want Rhino first.
You think Rhino's the most iconic here?
Yeah.
Okay, so Rhino first, definitely most iconic, strongest B character.
Shocker or Vulture would be.
Really?
Well, no. Let's
Carnage
go Carnage. Yeah, sorry.
Carnage first?
No.
Carnage second?
Yeah.
Okay, then Shocker, Kraven, and Vulture. Or do you think Kraven's the lowest?
Yeah, I think Vulture's more recognizable than Kraven.
Okay, I like this. Okay, A tier. This is tough. Electro's definitely not first.
What?
Electro's definitely not first. Are you kidding me? Electro is nowhere near Tombstone's power or Mysterio's.
What the fuck are you talking about, Kane?
Are you serious? He's such a dumb character.
You just said he's not anywhere near their power? He's fucking rocking the shit out of Tombstone and fucking... What are you talking about? Electro is one of his hardest villains to fight.
Electro's power set, yes, but the character
No.
Or
you
Max.
said nowhere near their power. I want to make sure we're talking about the same shit here. That's what you just said.
I'm talking about who can take who. You think Electro can take Tombstone?
He's cooking them. What the fuck are you... What are you talking about, Kane?
You have to think. Okay, let's say you give the almighty power of God to an idiot. He's not going to be as powerful as someone that knows how to use the power.
It doesn't matter.
Max Dillon
Kane,
sucks as a character.
Kane, if a special needs child came in here,
yeah,
and I had the ability to harden my skin,
yes,
and he came in here with Electro's powers, picked me up, flew me into fucking God knows how high, dropped me, and then fucking that you don't need to be the smart man to know that you can fly and fucking drop somebody and then light their ass up with millions, hundreds of millions of.
This is how I'm thinking. Okay, this is how I'm thinking. Spider-Man has beaten Electro many times, right?
He's outsmarted him.
Okay, but he's beaten out Electro, right? And without Electro's help, Electro hasn't beaten Spider-Man by himself.
Okay.
Tombstone's beaten Spider-Man by himself. By himself. So you're now ultimately saying
because he does things to because it's all based off the electricity powers. Because Tombstone's not gonna do the agility, the way that Spider-Man, the certain things that he does.
You really think that Electro should be first in this list? First, right here.
Yeah.
Out of iconic and powerful.
Yes.
That's crazy to me. I think Tombstone should be first.
That's crazy to me.
I think it should go like this.
Nigga, the fact that you think...
I think it should go Tombstone, Electro, Mysterio,
you just said he was last.
No. I was saying we should put him over here while we sort.
No, that's not what you fucking said. You said, the first thing you said is, Electro's definitely last. Play it back. That's what you said.
Okay. I don't remember that, but it will be on footage.
Yeah, you don't remember a lot of shit.
It is on footage, but I think it should be Tombstone,
that's crazy,
Electro,
bro.
Mysterio, and then Hobgoblin. And I love Hobgoblin. Hobgoblin's my favorite character on this list, and I think he's last in this, but I think Tombstone's the most powerful of the A tier.
In terms of time, Andrew, we got another thing to go to.
Come on.
I'm gonna give it. I don't agree with it whatsoever.
Okay, so you really think?
I know.
What is your best thing against Tombstone? Why would he whoop Tombstone's ass?
What the fuck is Tombstone like?
If Tombstone gets his hands on Electro, it's over. So
that's all he has to do is activate his shit.
literally, it has been known that Tombstone takes electricity and fire and other shit like it's nothing.
Yeah, but that's just a certain level. If he grabs him and just goes all out, he's cooked. He's actually literally cooked. Like, what the fuck you gonna do?
I'll give you this. Okay, first, obviously, out of iconic and power, it has to be.
Wait. It
has to be Venom.
You think?
I think Hobgoblin's the worst.
Okay, cool.
Because
I just wanna wrap it up.
Hobgoblin's my favorite, but he's just the weakest.
Okay.
But
the
also
illusions
not iconic.
are very, very, very.
But it's
good.
also iconic too.
Yeah. So I just want to make sure.
Venom's got to be number one.
You think
he's the most iconic, and he's also symbiotes. Come on.
Okay, and then obviously Sandman's 2.
Sandman's 2.
Would go. You think Green Goblin should be 3?
No, Green Goblin's not. He just has the serum. He's just psychotic and he's like unpredictable like the Joker.
Yeah, but that's like his biggest. Because you also got to turn. We also talked about iconicness, are we not?
I mean, yeah. So Green Goblin's second, and then Sandman.
Yeah. Let's go with that.
And then, but I would feel like people know Doc Ock versus Kingpin.
Yeah.
So you think Kingpin?
Like he's definitely S-class material, but I don't feel because he's just all.
So you think he should be last?
Mm-hmm. All of his shit is money wise, and when he does.
How do you feel about Doc Ock? You think maybe Doc Ock should be higher? I feel like Doc Ock's more than Sandman, more iconic.
Okay, I can.
So you want to do this?
I can do.
Or do you want to? Do you think Sandman should be last? Not saying he's not the most powerful, but do you think the Lizard is more iconic?
No, because even iconicness, I feel like Sandman's more iconic than Kingpin. He's definitely taking Kingpin. He's not fucking beating up Kingpin.
No. A lot of people could take Kingpin.
Yeah, Kingpin's last. Sandman's not last. I'm okay.
I don't like Lizard being that far though.
Well, who would he be above?
I think Sandman's just second to last just because of iconicness. I feel like everyone knows the Lizard more than Sandman.
Really?
I'm thinking like movie-wise, no, but comic-wise, I'm trying to think.
I think I'm okay with what we got right now. I really don't think.
Okay, so you think it should go Venom, Green Goblin, Doc Ock, Sandman? Like, you think this is good?
Yeah, and you also got to keep in mind they're all already in S-class, so it's
This is the Sinister Six right here. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think the only one is Electro's down here, and Rhino. I mean, they all rotate. Yeah. They all rotate. But all right. I mean, I think we agree on this. Yeah. Okay, so I mean, the best of the best, Venom is the best Spider-Man villain. Obviously, I think that's basically.
We're not talking
overall
personal.
iconic.
We're not talking
overall,
personal.
No. Overall iconic spin-offs, movies, and overall just who Spider-Man's villain. Most people are gonna say Venom before Green Goblin. I love Green Goblin more.
For me personally, I'm with that statement he just said. I'm going 50-50. I think 50% would say Green Goblin, 50% would go Venom.
Hey, that'd be a question for next Comic-Con.
Yeah.
But and then Green Goblin, Doc Ock, Sandman, Lizard, Kingpin. That's good. Electro, Tombstone, Mysterio, Hobgoblin. That's all good. Yeah, I think all these are good. These are the ones we don't know. I think the worst one, without us really knowing this, I think these are the worst. I think they're just kind of the lamest, and I feel like they piggyback off of these guys a lot. They don't really have enough of their solo stuff. But yeah, this is solid. This is good. I mean, personally, I would have Hobgoblin in S tier. I really love Hobgoblin. So that's the only thing I would change. I'd put that there. But
that's a personal thing.
That's personal. So, but other than that, I think that's good. I think we have a good. If you agree with the tier list, maybe you think Venom should be lower. Maybe you think Shocker should be higher. Maybe you think Carnage should be higher. Maybe you think, a lot of different stuff than we do. But I think this is pretty good so far. And that, if you like our tier list, then make sure you leave a comment down below, subscribe, do all that stuff that you already know how to do. And we're going to be coming out with more tier list videos, more fun stuff like that. So, make sure you subscribe, all of that stuff.
Make sure you subscribe.
Make sure you click that S tier subscribe button. And let us know who your favorite Spider-Man villain is and who's in your S tier. And maybe, in the comments in one of the pictures to what your tier list is. But other than that, thank you for being one of the inmates here at the Asylum. Peace.